matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at small forward. Now here's Thompson. The three. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Out to the wing. Fires for three. Fires in the triple.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Here's Irving. Thompson outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And that one good.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Jackson the screen from deep. Payne hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Dallas has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. On the wing, Thompson. The three is up. The rebound by Jackson.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Edey for three. Goes up again. Shoots. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Irving. Pass to Christie. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Morant.
Yeah, the play naturally finds Jackson because he's so well positioned. He's right where his team needs him.
Irving for three. Here's Lively. Outside Irving. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall. Irving's got 6 points.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Now here's Davis. He's scoreless.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For Dallas, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Irving, the pass to Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
The three from Payne. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Lets it go. Great D that time from Payne. Memphis trailing here. Fades away. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Irving so good and crafty at being able to get things done with a high percentage shot inside.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Lively with a screen on Morant. Irving for three. And the three-pointer goes. Irving's got 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Pass to Davis. There's the 3. Irving, no good. Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. Boom! Ja Morant!
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Morant against Irving. Pass to Thompson. Drills it from deep. Thompson's got 12 points.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Washington's checked in for Lively. And here's Morant outside. The Mavericks pull it in. From outside the arc. Christie's shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 10. Right side Morant. Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. He's got 5.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Irving, the pass to Washington. Here's Christie. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league. We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Right side, Irving. Pass to Washington. Here's Christie. Back to Washington. 6 to shoot. behind the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Morant. Jackson with it. Here's the 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Irving attacking. Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Bane with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 7. 52 seconds left in the first half of this one. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Washington outside. Here's Christie. Wide open look. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. From deep, Bane. Jackson.
And just a forceful play by Jackson. Clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
The Mavericks lead by 5. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. Right wing. Here's Christie. Drops in the 3. Christie's got 6 here in the quarter. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Morant. Got a hand on it. Thompson with it. Here's Washington. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Cleveland. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. We've got Santi Aldama, and it's Huff in at the 5, down low. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
The Mavericks lead by 9. Martin outside. Let's go with a 3. Kennard with the rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Fade away. Aldama, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Martin. Offline with a 3. Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Pippen. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Dinwiddie passes to Martin. Washington outside. Exum outside. Second shot opportunity. Gafford lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Kennard against Dinwiddie from deep 3-point range. And again, Memphis no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. Nice timing on the alley-oop. I like when Washington teammates lob it his way. He knows what to do with it.
Pippen, pass to Aldama. And that one is hammered home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Huff. Here's Stevens. He's guarded by Martin. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Exum outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. Grizzlies trail by 12.
2 minutes.
Here's Kennard, who trains the 19-footer. Kennard's got his first 2 points. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Washington outside. From the elbow. No good that time. For Memphis, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Aldama, no good. The Mavericks lead by 10. Exum passes to Dinwiddie. A good-looking shot from the wing.
I think this is important for Dinwiddie's confidence. I mean, when he's knocking it down from there, I think it makes him more aggressive.
Pippen, pass to Huff. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Washington left side. Pass to Exum. This one for 3. Huff pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 10. 36 seconds left in the third. Here's Aldama. With the second effort, Huff, good. Huff's gotten 4 this quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got 5.
And that quick first step of Dinwiddie, very dangerous once he gets a foot advantage on the D.
They set a pick. Here's Stevens. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he can't hit the second. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Irving for 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Buzzer-beating backbreaker. That pushes the lead to double digits going into the final period.
And so it's down. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. A 12-point game. They've got Thompson, Davis out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Oh, John Morant, my goodness.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Irving for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Morant. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Christie passes to Davis. Irving with it. Wing shot on the way. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bain. Puts up a 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. Grizzlies trail by 10. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And the basket by Bane.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Outside for Davis. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Bane serving the D. Over Irving. Here's Edey. Over Lively. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Irving converts after the nice spin. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
And that one's good. Morant.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
The Mavericks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Irving against Morant. Out to Thompson. Here's Christie. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Edey. Excellent D there from Lively. The Mavericks lead by 8. Irving looking around. Counted from distance. Irving's got 21.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
The 3. And Kennard with the 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Irving. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 23 points in the game.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Here's Bane. And it's Memphis with another.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Right side, Irving. On the wing, Davis. Outside Irving. Davis with a screen on Morant. Irving for 3. He can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 8. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. On the wing, Thompson. Pounded by Morant. Here's Christie. Outside for Irving. Goes back up. Pass to Christie. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Lively with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Payne, the pass to Morant. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Here's Irving. Left side, Davis. Stolen by Kennard. And it's Morant off the drive. Yes, it's good. Irving fires from way outside. No good. And so the Mavericks take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most.
At the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what we're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Now Irving, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. DiVincenzo against Irving. Randle from outside. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Randle's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Randle, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Randle passes to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Christie. Outside, Davis. Nobody near Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
Randle surveying the D. Back to Reed. Picked by Randle. The 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Dallas leading by 3. It's Davis with the drive.
And look at Davis driving in with aggression and taking it right to the rack for the jam.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniel. Defense right on him. Edwards, good.
Look, if Edwards is hitting that shot, there's not much you can do defensively to stop him.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
And how about the chemistry Thompson has with his teammates, recognizing when he should go for that alley-oop.
McDaniels gets a wide open look, trains the three-pointer.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Christie. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Over Thompson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 5 now.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time.
Let's go. And Dallas again with the bucket. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Christie against Edwards. One second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Mavericks. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Minot in at the power forward. Irving for 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Gobert, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Thompson outside. For 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Here's McDaniels, and it's off from three-point range. Thompson dishes to Davis. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And over the course of the last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Now, here is Irving. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Thompson outside, 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for Minnesota. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Here's Davis, following the 3 by Minnesota. Thompson for the triple. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Clark for 3. Christie with the rebound. Dallas leading by 13. Outside Irving.
Minnesota foul.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared White.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Mavericks. Number 12.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Out to Thompson, the three. Another three for Dallas.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And Minnesota has possession after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Clark for three. Cans it from downtown. Clark's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving up top. He's covered by Clark. Irving passes to Christie. Ring shot on the way. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
I like the selfless approach from Kyrie tonight, doing whatever he can to help his team.
Clark with a wide open look. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 15. Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Thompson. McDaniels defending. Off target from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Minot can't get it to go.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Christie kicks to Thompson. The three from Davis. It's Davis on the wing. Thompson outside. Launches a three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shannon passes to McDaniels. Here's Shannon. Pass to Gobert. Clark with it. Fires the three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Mavericks leading by 13. Ball stolen. Here's Shannon. Chalk up 2 there. Shannon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Outside Irving. Over Clark. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Red line! Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. The big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Exum is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. 4 on the shot clock. Again, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
What I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Here's Dillingham. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And the basket by Ingles.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Washington. Takes a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now, here's Ingles. The tray. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Gobert with a screen on Washington. From deep, Ingles. A three-pointer is right on target. Ingles has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
This one for three. Shot's good by Shannon. Shannon's got 7.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Washington. Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here is Martin after Dante Exum's miss. Back to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the three. No good. Shot missing. Timberwolves trail by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Shannon. A 3-ball. Traps in the tray. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Now, here's Exum. Hasn't made one yet.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Alexander Walker. Offline with his 3. Dallas leading by 5. Launches a 3. Gobert pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now, here's Ingles. He's defended by Exum.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Now, here's Washington. Joe Ingles missing his last shot. Dinwiddie wide open. Oh, good on the triple. Here's Shannon. Sinks the three-pointer. Shannon's got 8 here in the quarter. And here's Washington outside. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here.
After the review,
Third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scored. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Irving for three. And no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. Oh, Anthony Edwards blustering his way in.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Plays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thompson. Takes a three. They get the rebound. Davis kicks to Thompson. The three. They get it back. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg just keeps swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. There's the three. Bucket! Davis for three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For three, Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Outside Irving. The 19-foot shot. Rebound, Minnesota.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to McDaniels. The three. Hits the three-point bomb. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the chart.
DiVincenzo passes to Reed for Davis. And again, it's Minnesota.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Mavericks score.
And when he's on like this, guys, there's not much you can do to stop Kyrie, an incredible shot maker.
For three, Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Christie. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Outside for Davis. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
The Mavericks shooting 49% in the game. They'll take that. Thompson for the triple. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
For three, Edwards. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Davis gets a wide open look. Lively the pass to Thompson. On its way from Irving for 2. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And the foul called on Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
11 seconds left in the fourth. Irving way outside. Can't connect from long distance. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Well, Grant. Tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. For 3, Randle. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with John. He's always looking to move that ball.
Outside, DiVincenzo jacks up a 3, and again it's Minnesota with a 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Bane from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried. Bane's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, there's another 3. Love seeing Edwards deliver the revenge triple.
Morant kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Edey from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. Launches a 3. Gobert. The rebound by Edey. Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Bane. 3-pointer. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Knocks it down from distance.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last trade.
The 3, DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Outside Bane. Second chance effort. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Minnesota?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
And the basket by Edwards.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up. The
Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Edwards for three. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards has got 9 points.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Jackson. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. McDaniels finds Edwards. Fades. The shot that time not on target.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Bane, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5. From deep, Morant. He buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He dropped 3 threes in that. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And again, it's Memphis missing. The Timberwolves lead by 5. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Randle. The 3-ball. Knocks down the triple. Randle's got 6 points.
No hesitation from the big man, Randle. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Pass to Edey. Morant surveying the floor. Misses a 3. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Who poked away?
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Oh, that was unbelievable!
Wow.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Randle a screen on Bane. Edwards for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Bane. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
On target from range. He has 6. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Edwards and pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
From deep, Morant. Ooh, that's good. Morant from way out.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. For three, Randall. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bane finds Morant. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Edwards with a step. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Pulls up, high post. And he knocks the jumper down. Bane's got 7. The Timberwolves lead by 8. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Edwards from way deep.
And how about the deep ball right there? Edwards looking comfortable from way outside the arc.
Pass to Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Edwards a screen on Morant. And he lobs it up. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
The Timberwolves have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Randall a screen on Bane. McDaniels finds Edwards. From deep. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
We've got Santi Aldama, and it's Pippen in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Kennard for 3. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 13. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Kept alive. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Grizzlies trail by 15. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Reed, launches it. Stevens with a rebound. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Fast break, Minnesota. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Kennard can't get it to go.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And here's Clark for three. He buries it from three. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Huff, the pass to Pippen. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Kennard's got 6 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Shannon tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Clark outside. And here's Dillingham from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Kennard on the wing. He's got 6. Here's Aldama. Lays it up and banks it in. Aldama's got his first bucket in this one.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Stevens with a rebound. Stevens has got 4 rebounds in the game. Aldama left side. Fades back. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket. Here's Dillingham. He's got 5. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside, Alexander Walker. And the three-pointer goes. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's Pippen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Aldama, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Clark left side. No one near him. Aldama grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. And the 3 off target. Minnesota shooting at about 44% so far. And here's Dillingham from the arc. To the right side. Here's Shannon. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Here's Huff from downtown. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for Memphis. Down by 12. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Nas Reed, Dillingham out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in a 2-guard. Reed for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
From the wing, Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Shannon. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. On the wing, Bain lets it go from deep. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Cleared away by Wells.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. you don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Bane, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Edey. Kicks it out to Bane. The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant, the pass to Bane. Pulls it. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
For 3, Randall. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 8 now. From the arc. And another 3 for Memphis.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with a screen on Bane. Shot is good by Edwards.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
And there's the screen. Here's Morant. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Morant's got 19 points.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gets a very good look and converts. Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Morant. Here's Edey. Here's Wells. And another basket for Memphis.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. The 3, DiVincenzo. They get it back. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Morant finds Bane. He shoots. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Powerful finish by Edwards.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. 4-3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
He got off to a slow start, but it appears he's found his touch from beyond the arc.
Here's Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Outside Bane. 3-pointer. Here's Edey. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Drains the triple. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They have to feel... All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill.
talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Derek Lively. Klay Thompson is out there with Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's Christie in a 2-guard. And it's Davis with the jam.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Bain, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Pass to Davis. Here's Christie. And here's Irving. Shoots over Wells. Rebounded by Jackson. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here is Irving. Thompson from long range. Lively the pass to Christie. Fires for 3. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Irving from long range. That shot, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Edey. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Christie. Fires the 3. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from 3, boy. This guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Now here's Morant for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Irving. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Fires the 3. And Ja Morant good for the 3. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Irving dishes to Davis. Back to Irving. Pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Morant kicks to Bane. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now, here is Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you have to appreciate watching Klay Thompson ply his trade. The shooting form is absolutely perfect.
Out left to the wing. Rel's wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss. Fast break, Dallas from the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Now here's Morant for three. Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Grizzlies. Irving from long range. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the three spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Irving with it, now guarded by Wells. Out to Thompson from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant for three. Rebounded by Gafford. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Thompson outside. Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. Thompson with the three.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Payne for three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Thompson finds Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Jackson against Christie. On the wing. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Edey. They need this. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Irving against Morant. Pass to Christie. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson for the triple. Another three for Dallas. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
1:12 left in the first half. Morant with the steal. Pass to Edey. Morant scanning the floor. Bucket is good. Now just a three-point Maverick lead.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Irving passes to Christie. Back to Irving. Over Morant. Irving can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jackson with the screen. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic LU jam.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
And Thompson kicks to Davis. Shoots from the corner. A shot off that time.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Now Morant. Payne for three. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Memphis out in front. Ending the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Exum is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Martin in at the small forward spot.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Aldama. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Washington. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Washington's got himself on the board with 3 there. Kennard on the wing. He's defended by Exum. Stolen by Washington. Lets the 3 fly. Stephens pulls it in. It's Pippen on the wing. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 1. Gafford sends the pick for Martin. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Kennard with the ball. No scoring in this one. Stephens good. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Huff. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Kennard's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Washington with the screen on Kennard. Pippen against Dinwiddie. Now, here's Washington. Clock at 4. Washington sets the pick for Dinwiddie. From the high post, he drills it.
Boy, Spencer Dinwiddie, it's a rare opportunity in the mid-range, but he's got the kind of touch necessary to make it.
It's Pippen with the drive. Stevens, the pass to Huff. Now Eldama for the three. Rebounded by Gafford.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dinwiddie finds Gafford. Now here's Washington. 1:53 left in the third. Gafford sets the pick for Martin. Three-pointer. They get it again. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gafford's got 6 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For three, drills the three-pointer.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Exum. And finished off by Exum.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Stevens, the pass to Huff. Here's Stephens. Here's Kennard. Puts up a deep three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Oh, my goodness. Luke Kennard from the next zip code. Good night.
Dinwiddie outside. Washington with the screen on Pippen. Dinwiddie kicks to Washington. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Kennard, the pass to Pippen. There's a screen by Eldama. Kennard for three. The shot comes out. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Grizzlies out in front, up 2. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Irving from long range. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Bain's got 4 rebounds in this game. Good on the triple. Bain's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Morant. The Mavericks pull it in. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. Yep, that one goes.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Payton for 3. Memphis moving it around. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Irving.
Now you see Kyrie with the speed and the open floor right there.
Payton for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Irving from long range. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Morant with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Morant's got 20.
The real
come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Thompson for the triple. Lively the pass to Davis. Christie kicks to Irving. Lively sends a screen for Irving. Out to the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Fourth quarter, a point. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Pass to Wells. Morant with it. From downtown. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Christie. Out to the right wing. Lively the pass to Christie. Thompson outside. Lively sends a screen for Thompson. Second chance shot. Lively, that's good. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. An even 3-on-3 break. Thompson on the drive. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
Klay Thompson calm and cool under pressure. How about the big bucket from Klay?
And Bane launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Irving against Morant. Irving passes to Christie. Thompson from long range. The offensive rebound.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Bane against Irving. Bane, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Now, here's Morant for 3.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Irving passes to Christie. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Davis. In the corner, Irving with it. The shot. Edey with the rebound. And Bane launches it from deep. It's off. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For
Action on 2K Sports. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson is out there with Davis. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the two-guard spot. And it's Irving missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Edwards driving inside. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Pass to Davis. Launches a three. Gets the three ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Christie. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Edwards, no good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Minnesota again missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. To the inside, deflects the pass. Tries to save it. And so the ball out of bounds. Dillingham touched it last.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Irving up top. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Irving. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 3. Pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Irving for 3. Here's Christie. And here's Thompson for 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Here's Irving. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And here's Edwards outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And here's Edwards outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Christie for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Irving. And he can't get that one. Now Edwards. He's got 12. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 15 points in the game. Irving for 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the shot goes in.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Here's Dillingham outside McDaniels. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 6.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely. Here's Davis. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 17. And it's good. 2 points.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Here's Irving. It's good from the top of the key. Give him 8 points now. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Gobert with it. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
To the middle. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Outside Irving. Pass to Christie. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Christie's got 5 points. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Irving, the pass to Davis. To the wing, right side. From downtown, hits a 3-pointer.
Anthony Davis, clearly a team-first guy. He's got special talent, but he's not afraid to share the ball either.
Randle deciding where to go with it. Gets the 3 to fall. Randle's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Christie. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. We've got 1:08 left in the second period. Here's Randall. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. Anthony Davis going up top.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Edwards a screen on Irving. Back to Edwards. Stolen by Davis. Randall with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Davis with the block.
You don't know exactly where Davis is. He's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
30 seconds left in the second. Minnesota again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Lively. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Outside Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards. Fires the 3. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got 11 points.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Get ready for the big half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. And the shot goes. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Pass to Clark. Right wing. Here's Shannon. Buries it from 3. Shannon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Dinwiddie against DiVincenzo. Now here's Washington. The 3 is up. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Shannon. No good with the triple. Dallas has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Martin, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Here's Shannon. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Shannon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Exum outside. And his first shot of the game, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The 3, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence going right up with the shot.
Dinwiddie goes in. Soft touch off the glass.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The 3 ball. Shannon's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. Dinwiddie with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Here's Martin. And it's off from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Shannon's shot is off. Dallas has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Washington, a screen on Clark. Martin with the bucket.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Reed, a screen on Dinwiddie. The 3, DiVincenzo. Sinks it from distance. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Well, you know, that last 3 got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own trips.
Martin outside from behind the arc. Knocks down the long J. Martin's got 9 points now in the second half.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's Shannon. And he hits the jumper for 2. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Exum outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Martin. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. The Mavericks trailing. Exum with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Washington passes to Exum for the lead. The Mavericks rebound. Gafford finds Dinwiddie. Here's Martin. Counted from distance. Martin's got 12 now in this quarter. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Reed, a screen on Dinwiddie. DiVincenzo can't hit. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Offensive rebound. Pass to Washington. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Martin with the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Keeping that head on the swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding his man there.
DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a deep 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Dallas on top, up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Shannon in at the 3. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Martin outside. The 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Throws it up high. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Timberwolves trail by 5. Back to Edwards. Fires from deep. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Irving. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Thompson against Edwards. Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Irving looking around. Goes up on the wing. Rebound, Minnesota.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside Irving. Can they get it? And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards from deep. Davis for the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Christie's shot is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Stolen by Davis. Here's Christie. Check by Randall. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. They'll pin that one on Julius Randall. And that one misses. Randall with a steal. Pass to Edwards. Takes a three. Connects from downtown. Edwards has got 10 points here in the second half. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here's Dillingham from the arc. He drops it from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Irving with it. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. McDaniels with the rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Edwards looking it over. And it's in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
It falls! Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Oh, he nails it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Edwards slams it in. And Irving gets it to go. Knocks it loose. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But
thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Minnesota with the ball after Memphis gets the 3. Pass to Edwards. Over Bane. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Off target from outside. Minnesota off to a slow start. 6-point game. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. The tray. Wells grabs the miss.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Offensive rebound. Edey. Gobert with the defensive effort. And a wide open look for Payne. It's stolen by Edwards. Launches it. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And here is Bane, following Julius Randle's 3 over Edwards. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
Here's Edey. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Dillingham. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. On the 3 off target. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 6-point lead. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Bane, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Randle. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Here's Dillingham. He has yet to score. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Payne for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Bane's got 7.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Morant outside. Goes up on the wing. It's good. He's got 8.
This is what Morant does best, a natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
shot, high post. Edwards, good.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Handle a screen on Bain. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 6. From Target Center, back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
They've got McDaniels. He's out there with Randall. And it's Shannon in at the 2 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Morant. Here's Bain. And rebounded by McDaniels.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Clark for 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Randall against Morant. Here's Aldama. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Aldama's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
That's good by Shannon.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here's Morant. And it goes down 2 points. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 8. Releases. Shot's good by Shannon. He has 5. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jackson. The 19-footer is on the money.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
They set the screen. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Beyond the arc. Garza, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. It's Morant in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Throws it up high. Bain with the steal. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Shannon, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's. Here's Aldama. It's hauled in by Shannon. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Randall. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Randall's got 5 now.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Here's Aldama. McDaniels defending. Here's Edey. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Randall passes to Shannon. Picked by Randall. Fires from deep. Shot's good by Shannon. 8 points for him.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Kennard. He's out there with Pippen. And it's Stevens in at the small forward position. Kennard's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Shannon, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Pass to Steffens. Wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Steffens got the first bucket of the third here for the Grizzlies. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the wide open shot from Reed from outside off the mark. Memphis has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No dice from the high post. Timberwolves trail by 10. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Tries it from the top of the key. Shot's good by Shannon. Shannon's got 10. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Pass to Kennard. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. So it's the Grizzlies now. 9-point game. Jackson setting the pick here for Kennard. Count that one. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando, was in most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
DiVincenzo passes to Shannon. 1:19 left to play in the third. Here's Steffens. Pass to Huff. Over Reed. Rebound, Minnesota.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed, and the three ball is good. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Huff. From deep. Reed with the rebound. Pass to Shannon. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Pippen. Here's Jackson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Jackson's got 5 now.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Now, here's Pippen. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Memphis, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Edwards. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dillingham's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Morant, that's for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 12. Here's Dillingham. Guarded by Morant. No one near Randle as he lets it go. Nice open look, but it's no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Dillingham, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dillingham with the rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Memphis leading by 15. Here's Bain. Ingles with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Edwards looking it over. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Here's the 3. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Bain.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bain. Over Edwards. Again, Memphis.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Now Jackson. Over in the corner, Edwards. From the corner, Anthony Edwards. Bucket.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Morant outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jackson with the screen. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Bane with the bucket.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Desmond Bane.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Here's Gillingham. His 3-pointers off the mark. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And the rejection by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Ingles outside. And Bane pulls it down. Memphis in total control. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And it's Morant missing. Wells with the steal. And here is Bane. From deep 3-point territory. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the... Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.